Hey guys, this is just a quick answer to a question. Hi Cal, thanks for my earrings from Australia. And little Jim loved his celestial buddy, his Jupiter plush. Thank you so much for thinking of us. That was so sweet of you. We had his graduation today, and he got 4 awards. So he's going to be in middle school next year. I can't believe it. I'm on my way to church, but I wanted to answer this quick question. I've done lots of videos on the book of James. We know the book of James is written to the 12 tribes of Israel scattered abroad. They are already saved believers, and they're being rebuked and edified to do the works we're saved to do once we're saved. Because your faith without works is dead, being alone. If you don't do anything with your faith, it's not profitable in the service of God or to others. And if we don't feed the poor and show the love of Christ, who will? Right? So that book is to instruct viewers how to make their faith a living faith. Um, so you got to remember when you're dividing scripture to always look at the context. And so the question from the viewer was, how do you answer two conflicting verses such as, by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast? Well, at the same time, seeing James says, can you see, vain man, or something like that, that your faith without works is dead, being alone. How do you make those work? Okay, well, you want to look at, are the people he's speaking to already saved? Are they talking about being saved from the penalty of sin, the second death? Or are they being saved, or talking about being saved from something else? Because if you throw me in the water and I go, save me, am I saying save me from hell? No, I'm not. I'm saying save me from this temporal consequence of drowning right now. So we have to look at what the salvation is from, or what they're being saved from. Also, we have to see who's his audience. Are these people already saved? Are they instructions on how to grow as a Christian? What you should be doing as a Christian versus what you must do to be saved? Are they verses on discipleship and service and spiritual maturity? Or are they verses on how to get rectified and in right standing with God, which is through the finished redemptive work of Christ? So if you have 100 clear verses that tell you it's for him that worketh not, it's not of works. Therefore we conclude that a man is justified without the deeds of the law, that Christ is of no effect to you, whosoever is justified by the law. You're fallen from grace. That it's by grace, and if it's works, it's no longer grace. So it must be grace or works, and we know it can't be works because God's standard is perfection. It's for him that worketh not. It's not by works of righteousness which we have done. So when you have 100 verses that tell you you're saved by believing on the work of Christ, and you find one verse that implies you need works, then we need to look at that verse and figure out, because you know God's not the author of confusion. So that's how you rectify that. James is not talking about being justified as in looking righteous in the sight of God, but in the sight of others, so that your faith can be a living faith in service to God. So that's how you make that work. Okay, guys, I'll see you tonight at the Bible study on Sin City Preacher, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. God bless.